For some reason, our internet decided that we could no longer upload. So we were still connected and could hear everything, but we were not sending any data out. We have changed that. We are back. Anyway, as I was saying, jumping right back into it, normally what I will do for character creation is have them roll 4d6, drop the lowest, and re-roll 1s and 2s, creating a bottom score of 9. Today, I'm going to be a little less generous and only allow re-rolls on 1s.
Rude.
Is that because this is a mean module? It's a mean module.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
So wait, we're only re-rolling if it's all ones, or
No, if any die that come up as 1, I will let you re-roll.
got it.
So the lowest possible score you can get is a 6 if you roll 4 2s.
Kane missed that whole disclaimer at the beginning.
Oh yes, where you were supposed to where. Let me read from it.
Uh-oh.
It's on the beginning. Disclaimer: this adventure will make your players hate you. The kind of simmering hatred that eats away at their souls until all that remains are dark little spheres of annihilation where their hearts used to be.
Oh, dear.
P.S. Don't forget to tear up their character sheets.
Aw. Oh, boy.
Yay. Okay.
Why can't we, just have like some nice mission where we have to go pick flowers, and then another mission where we have to go like mine for some ore? Oh wait, that's World of Warcraft. Sorry.
Pretty much. Okay. I think it would be fun to see people roll their stats. Let's start with Meg.
Sure.
I'm going to switch over to your core. Oh. So you get +2 charisma and +1 dexterity for being a changeling. And
Yep.
it looks like you are a trickster cleric?
Yes.
Excellent.
Because that goes already with changelings who follow the traveler, typically. So I'm just sticking with that and going to be a trickery cleric.
Ooh.
So 4d6s. Separate them. Right. Sidebar.
That was
Why
not
did it-
4.
Why did it roll like
6.
I put in 4.
We'll just go with the...
We're
this-
already at just tomfoolery.
This happened last time.
Did I just go with the first 4?
Just go with the first 4.
Okay. My first score, 23.
Yeah.
That is higher than abilities top out at.
Dun dun dun.
Our
Alright, so that
God.
would be a 16.
No, it'd be 17.
Oh, 17. I dropped the wrong number.
Dope.
Yes. Alright.
I was just looking at 6, 6, and 5 and wondering how you got 17 from that.
Because I'm great at math. Alright, I'm going to re-roll those 2 1s.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like 11.
What does fudge mean?
That's a different system.
Okay, I was gonna say context.
I'm in the dice roller. I
Ah.
just clicked on the dice and it gives me a whole bunch more options than what I had before.
That's the ones I told you all about. It's a plus and minus dice.
Yeah.
It's plus, minus, or neutral. It's basically a D3.
fudge.
2
Yup.
more.
They use
It
plus
just
1 and
keeps
minus 1.
adding more dice. I'm just gonna keep going with the first 4.
Yes.
So much dice.
Keep going
Here,
with the
have
first
some more.
4. Oh, Wormet got mad at me earlier today in our home game because I had to ask to borrow her mess of D6s. She's like, "Are you going to use them to kill us?"
Maybe.
Which he did.
I did kill the barbarian
Twice!
in one combat.
Ouch.
Oh, I rolled
Ouch.
We have separate dice. We have a set that don't roll well, and I make him DM with those. And then we have my dice, which are kept in a nice box, and they're sorted out by type, and yeah. And the rest of us, like our group, usually uses those.
All right, that's what I ended up with.
17, 11, 10, 11, 13, 15. Awesome. Okay.
Should I just go ahead and plug them in? While
Yeah.
the next person's rolling? Okay.
Yep. And we're going to go with Laedon Yestra, which I believe is formerly Pip.
Yeah, it's Leodin.
Oh, Leodin. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. Sorry, this pencil marker doesn't work. So reroll a 1, right?
Yep. You can
Okay,
reroll the
that's
one
fine.
again.
Still perfectly good number.
I'm giving you guys infinite rerolls on ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, well that is.
That's way better.
He does that so I don't play the pollen storm jig.
That's not why.
Hang on. Yeah.
It's because I want to skew towards higher numbers while still allowing lower ones. So it looks like 9 and 17 are the first two.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there a double click song about Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes, there is. I think it's called like D&D Love Song or something like that.
Yeah, I think that is it. Yeah. The other day, I was on Instagram, and they were doing a live stream and interacting with people, and they were taking, just, what do you guys want us to sing? While they were in the car at the Taco Bell. And
That's
I was just
awesome.
like, oh my gosh, because no one had suggested I love you like a burrito yet. And so it's like, sing I love you like a burrito. And so they started singing it, and that's when they pulled up to the window. It was
That's
just like,
wonderful.
life is perfect.
Oh my god. Alright, cool. We got some rough numbers. Cool. No worries.
Keep in mind, on those last two, you have ones you can re-roll.
Okay.
On both that 9 and that 7. That are actually...
Okay. So 4, 3 is 10.
There you go. You turned a 6 into a 10.
Sweet.
Yay. Yay, average.
So I got.
It ends up being less rough.
Yeah.
So how many elves do we got in the group this time?
I'm an Eladrin.
I think we've got 3 elves.
Because I'm actually planning to be an elf too.
Yeah. And then Wormet's going to be a wood elf.
And what are you gonna be? Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
Gith. Skitty ass.
You can look like an elf. We'll never know you're not an elf.
So the next person we're going to do is Nesta Greenhollow. Is that Wormet?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I just picked a name.
No, that's perfectly fine. I loved it. Hey, Psycho Jester. Wonderful.
Hello.
So Wormet, let's have you roll.
Okay. How many am I rolling?
4d6. And then you're going to re-roll that 1. 11 it is.
Oh.
Okay, what's your next roll?
What am I rolling?
Same thing. You're doing this 6 times, remember? And re-rolling that 1.
Oh! It's a nice one. Ah, damn it. Sorry, here's the reroll for that one. There we go.
So that would be... And then... So that's 2, 4... You've got 1 more.
You have a Bobicus question on the side.
Yeah, everyone has different character concepts, and if they would like to type in the chat about that, they can feel free. And Wormet, you've got... Okay, you did that re-roll. Okay, so I just typed in what you have for your numbers to plug in.
Okay. Oops, 101. Ah!
Oh, we are going with another module. We're going with the Tomb of Annihilation. Okay, let's go with Algan Vakis. Or...
That's actually the name I put in there. So
Yeah.
Nice.
I am not sure if that is correct or not, but...
I compared it to the names in the guide for the gift.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no,
pretty
I was saying my pronunciation.
Oh, that's close enough. I was kind of debating that.
Well, once
All
you settle in, just let us know how you're going to pronounce that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking Elgin.
Elgin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 6. Oh, wow.
That's 2 ones you can re-roll,
All right, let's
so
do
you don't have...
reroll again.
Don't roll like
Oh.
me, Kane. God.
And
You
here's the
still-
second number. There we go.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a
Way
10.
to turn that one around.
Yeah. All right, next.
You can still get an
Wow.
18 out of this.
That's not too bad.
Come
Get
here,
it, girl.
Oh yeah, I guess I can reroll both just to see what happens. Hey, there we go.
Mike?
17.
Oh, baby. Our kitty cat was sitting behind my chair, just going every 30 seconds until I picked him up.
That sounds about right.
He has you trained.
Let's see, that's 4. 3. There we go. 14. 14 it is.
Come here.
And last one. Good God! Oh. That's 16.
Okay, so let's go through. You've got a 10, a 17,
Oh, wait, no. Nothing.
a 12, another 12, a 13, and a 15. Yes,
That's not too shabby.
Babakis has it there.
Thanks, Bobkiss. You're so helpful.
Yes.
Woo woo!
Okay. And the Skiba.
Wait, Bobkiss gave you a 15. Oh. There we go. Never mind. You guys are just got them in different order.
No,
I
see,
started. Yeah, I know.
it's
Right
your
there.
turn.
Yes. Yes. I know. It's just my name is just like, what is that?
What am I even looking at?
Oof.
Got a whole bunch of ones to re-roll.
Ugh. Hold on. Oh, scroll, you beast.
I feel like having attachment issues.
Do you just want the ones individually?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So your
Georgie,
first one is an
stop it.
11.
Okay. Yeah. And then,
You've got a
why does it keep adding? Oh wait, nope. I was reading that wrong. Sorry, I've got cat related. I put them on the floor. Ooh, I got a 21. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 6, right?
Well, you gotta reroll your ones, too.
Yeah, I know.
So let's
Okay.
re-roll 1 for that first. So that is going to be a 13. Your next one has
Okay.
3 ones to re-roll.
Oh, come on. Let's see.
Let's see what the last... Hey! Okay, and then the next one...
Has another one. There we go. Has another one. Another one bites the dust.
And then that's going to be an 8. So I've got 2, 4, 1 more set for you.
Okay.
Hello, Toby. Okay, so that's what you've got, Nosi.
Not bad. Not great. Not terrible.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much what mine was. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best. I have a lot of like mid-range scores.
I can just assign these wherever I want, right?
Yes.
Okay, so for rogue, let's see.
Hey, Wormet.
Yeah.
Would you like to know what bonuses you get for being a wood elf?
What? Hell yes, I do.
Okay. Getting that book out. So,
Character sheets are kind of freaking me out, though.
your dexterity score goes up by 2.
Dex +2. It's
And
in there.
then, as a wood elf, you get a +1 to your wisdom.
It's not letting me. It's already entered.
Oh, it might have entered all the stuff because you put down wood elf, right?
Well, what if I just typed in? There wasn't a drop down for that. But it has my dex mod. But it already it filled some saving throws?
So, Yeah, because you picked monk, and monk is from a drop down.
That is from a drop down. Okay.
Yep.
So I don't know how to change, because it's not letting me change anything, actually. Oh, maybe I click it up there? No, that rolls.
So remember the little circle is where you put in the number. It's letting me change them.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, thanks.
Okay. You also get a bunch of other fiddly little bits that the big thing you need to know about is you automatically get you're proficient in perception.
Okay, so I will check that box.
So all of the others we can do off screen at another point. That's just filling in character stuff. But that is the big mechanical things about being an elf. Oh, also, you start off at a 35-foot walking speed.
Ooh. Let's see.
That is fancy. Oh, thanks for
So
putting that in there.
So sweet.
So what I'm super appreciating right now is my 11 strength and my 12 charisma.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll make up for the charisma.
Kane?
Yes?
Are you saying you're going to be the party leader again?
Oh god, I hope not. I'm going to be playing a grumpy warlock.
That's amazing. I'm just gonna start
A
calling.
grumpy warlock with charisma?
Yep. Well, it's
You're
warlock.
going to be a charismatic grump?
Exactly.
Just call him Gandalf.
Oh, Gandhi.
Charisma is also manipulation.
And in some games, it's attractiveness.
Boo.
Okay. There's a lot of filling in of stuff, but I do know that at least Wyrmet wanted to do the Xanathar's Guide rolling.
Yeah, I wanted to roll for my stuff.
That sounds.
What
Does
background do you want to be?
Let's see. D&D Beyond has them laid out as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different options. So let's do this. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I entered the secluded life to hide from a crime I committed.
Which background are you picking?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-oh.
All right, guide me through.
So backgrounds are things like acolyte, anthropologist, archaeologist, charlatan, cloistered scholar, criminal, entertainer, folk hero, inheritor, mercenary veteran, noble, outlander, sage, soldier.
Can I just roll for it? I don't know.
Sure. Roll a d14, please.
Yay, digital dice.
Hey, I actually have a d14.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
And not only does it have 1 through 14 on it, but it also has days of the week.
How
Nice.
does one roll a d14? Is that an advanced dice roller?
Let's see. It is not. But we might be able to do that. Ta-da!
How did you do that?
/roll 1d14.
Alrighty then. What does that make me?
Oh, if we just go with the 2, it makes you an anthropologist.
How do I do the roll thing?
So you go into the chat,
Got it. Yeah.
and you do /roll space 1d14.
Maybe that's the only thing it rolls.
There you go. On the 4th roll, it rolls a 10.
Oh, I got it. All right. 2's fine. I mean, we doubled down on it. That's fine.
Okay.
What is a 2?
That is an anthropologist.
All right.
So, anthropologists. Let's read about them really quick. You've always been fascinated by other cultures, from the most ancient and primeval lost lands to the most modern civilizations. By studying other cultures' customs, philosophies, laws, rituals, religious beliefs, languages, and art, you have learned how tribes, empires, and all forms of society in between craft their own destinies and doom. This knowledge can come to you not only through books and scrolls, but through first-hand observation, by visiting far-flung settlements and exploring local histories and customs. You are proficient in both insight and religion.
Okay.
So as a wood elf, you speak Common and Elven. You get to pick 2 more of your choice. And if you want, we can go over those later.
Okay. And I get to pick 2 more languages.
Yep.
Plus 2. Okay.
Which book is this from?
This is
Xanathars.
this is from Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh,
The
okay, cool.
Anthropologist background.
Cool.
Equipment. You get a leather-bound diary, a bottle of ink, an ink pen, a set of traveler's clothes.
Oh, sorry. Ah!
So much proficiency.
Wait. On here it says I have Elven, Dwarven in common.
That's weird. I don't know why it's giving you Dwarven.
I didn't add it. I still can't figure out how to add. Somehow I learned how to add another line. Or repeat it. Oops, and I took it all away.
Don't.
Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, no.
It says...
So those are just the placeholders. So what you do is you write in... like that.
Okay. Like, I saw what you did, but...
So you go... Yeah, just where it says proficiency, you write in the language.
Oh, up on that line. Okay.
Yep.
Damn it.
What?
Took away my thing while I was writing. There we go. Okay. More trouble than it needed to be.
Okay. I'll put in your equipment real quick.
Do you know, I can just type in the equipment later.
Okay.
You want to just move on to the next thing?
Before becoming an adventurer, you spent much of your adult life away from your homeland, living among people different from your kin. You came to understand these foreign cultures and the ways of their people, who eventually treated you as one of their own. One culture had more of an influence on you than any other, shaping your beliefs and customs. Roll a d8. Halfling. Your adopted culture is halfling. So you are an elf. You're an elven monk who is very fond of halfling culture. So you probably smoke a lot of tobacco. Because that is what halfling's leaf is. It is tobacco. It is not marijuana.
Sure.
What?
No, it really is. It's long leaf. It's It is tobacco. That Tolkien was talking about. We just don't talk about tobacco the way we did in the 50s.
The way Tolkien did.
Yes, the way he did. You have the feature of Adept Linguist. You can communicate with humanoids who don't speak any language you know. You must observe the humanoids interacting with one another for at least 1 day, after which you learn a handful of important words, expressions, and gestures, enough to communicate on a rudimentary level. Damn.
That sounds awesome.
That is really cool.
Okay. Roll a d6 for your personality trait.
Oh, damn. Here we go.
What we got?
I would rather observe than meddle.
That goes
Damn
along with
it.
the language thing.
Except it's starting to turn out a little too close to Stormhunter for her liking.
I know. I was just hoping to have one that was a little more out there and...
Here,
Reroll!
why
Reroll!
don't you re-roll that one? 4. By living among violent people, I have become desensitized to violence.
Aw.
Damn those halflings ruining me for life.
Those
Halfling Fight
violent halflings.
Halfling Fight Club.
We don't talk about that.
There is no Halfling Fight Club.
Okay, roll a d6 for your ideal, unless you want to do a different personality trait. Okay, for ideal. Oh, God.
Here.
Your ideal is indifferent. Life is cruel. What's the point in saving people if they're going to die anyway?
Jesus Christ almighty.
Roll a d6 for your bond.
Oh, crap.
Quit laughing. Tell me what.
Years ago, tragedy struck the members of an isolated society I befriended, and I will honor them.
Honor them, halflings.
Those violent halflings.
They killed each other. They all killed each other.
Okay,
They
let's
wiped each other to extinction.
Psycho Jester, yeah, this character is a little metal. Let's see what your flaw is. Roll a d6.
What class are you playing?
A monk.
Monk.
Your flaw
Seems legit.
is boats make me seasick.
Well. Okay.
Considering what I know about this adventure, this should be interesting.
Oh, boy.
That's my flaw?
Yep, that is your flaw.
I thought it was like a character flaw. This is like fucking seasick. What?
Do you want to re-roll on your...
I'm desensitized to violence, but boats make me seasick?
But boats, oh man. Oh man.
Do you want to roll for a different flaw? You can.
No.
Okay.
I just think it's weird.
Like, one of the other flaws on that list is I wear a tribal mask and never take it off.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Damn those anthropologists.
That would make sense for an anthropologist.
Do we have 2 anthropology majors in this chat right now? Is that...
No, I think it's just myself.
It's just you.
Remember, Gnosi is or was paleontology.
We deal with things that aren't human. It's amazing. I got really excited because I found this like kid set of it's a National Geographic like learning set, and it's you dig out your own real dinosaur poop out of a thing that looks like dinosaur poop.
Aw, you get a coprolite?
Yes. But you have
Aw.
to dig it out
Sexy.
of a thing that already looks like a coprolite. It is so funny. My mom was like, "Don't put that in the cart," and I'm like, "I'm buying it."
Okay, we're met. Roll a D100 to see if you know who your parents were.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun. Do you?
You know who your parents are or were.
I do or don't?
You do.
Congratulations.
But do you want to?
Roll a D100 to find out what your birthplace was. $93. In a prison or in the headquarters of a secret organization?
Fun.
Hobbit Fight Club.
Wait, say that again. This is where I was born?
Yep, that is your birthplace.
I was born in prison.
Or in the
Or-
headquarters of a secret organization.
It was Project Mayhem.
You're
Okay.
obsessed.
Roll,
We live in the Pacific Northwest. You're obsessed.
roll a D10 for number of siblings.
Is that just
7. Roll 1d6 and add 2, and that is how many siblings you have.
40.
You have 7. Okay.
That is some fertile elf family.
maybe we were
Yep.
all born in prison or a secret organization?
Roll a D100 to see who raised you. $83. Your mother and father.
Ma and Da raised me.
How could you do this to her? Raised by her parents?
I know, right?
When does that happen?
What kind of
God.
adventurer does that make?
Right.
A well-adjusted one?
A well-adjusted one with 7 siblings at home?
Oops. It looks like Twitch does not like secret boat orgy parents.
It is
Secret boat orgy.
it is the term orgy that it has an issue with.
Yeah,
Come on,
all right,
Twitch.
Jetster, I'm here for you.
Have you seen the new She-Ra yet?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Seahawk is amazing.
Roll 3d6 to see what your family lifestyle was.
Yeah, speaking of boat orgy.
Family lifestyle?
Yeah. Seven. You were poor growing up.
With that many kids.
Okay, so
Grief. Don't talk about your personal experience.
roll D100 minus 10. Okay, so 68. Your childhood home is a small house.
But how'd you get out of prison and or great organization?
Born in the prison, and then they got a house.
Let's see. What is your charisma modifier is 1. Roll 3d6 plus 1 to see what your childhood memories are like.
Oh my god. I
Fear
don't
your
remember it
memories.
being this traumatic before.
Mine was.
12.
Yes, Storm never had a dead kid, yeah?
Mine
Several.
had a kid somewhere.
Stormhunter had like dead children and dead wife and all sorts
So-
of haunted past.
Your childhood memories are: I had a few close friends and lived an ordinary childhood.
Oh my
After the
god,
prison.
I'm so well adjusted.
You're so normal.
Roll a d6 to figure out why you became a monk.
To get out of the house.
I needed some solitude.
Tired of your
I'm so sorry.
I sought instruction to gain a deeper understanding of existence and my place in the world.
Oh, that's so deep. No wonder I'm so wise. I'm sorry. Can you even say that again? All I wrote down was I sought, and then I went on this boat of.
I sought
Getting
instruction to gain a deeper understanding of existence and my place in the world. We'll do life events in some other time because the age range that they have are for humans.
Okay.
And yeah, like the
That's.
well, you're gonna have 1d12 life events unless we want to do it differently. So yeah, why don't you roll a d12? See how many life events you have. We'll do it now. Why not?
Right.
You have 11.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. It's been a long night.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna get a new pad of paper because right now I'm up to 6 post-its. And okay.
Okay. Roll d100. $92. You committed a crime or were wrongly accused of doing so. Roll on the crime table to determine the nature of the offense, and on the punishment table to see what became of you.
Oh, not more prison.
What the
boy.
heck?
So roll a d8 to see what your crime was.
Ooh, 1.
Murder.
Oh,
I knew it. I knew it.
Roll a d12 for what your punishment was. 3. You did not commit the crime and were exonerated after being accused.
Ooh. That's pretty cool.
So
Murder. Exonerated.
you didn't actually murder someone that we know of. Roll d100.
Or maybe you did and it just wasn't that person.
That's even
You
better.
went on an adventure. Let's see. Roll a d100 to see the outcome of your adventure.
Oh my gosh. Died in Barovia.
You were wounded, but in time you fully recovered.
Did I take an arrow to the knee?
You recovered.
I got better.
Let's see. So let's see what your third life event was. 86. You fought in a battle. Roll on the war table to learn what happened to you. Work with your DM to come up with the reason for the battle and the factions involved.
So that can come back and bite me in the ass later?
Quite possibly.
Yes.
Roll the d12. 11. You escaped the battle unscathed, though many of your friends were injured or lost.
Man, I feel like a golden child here.
Okay, let's see what the fourth event was. 11. You gained a bit of good fortune. Roll on the boons table. It's a d10. Eight. A friendly alchemist gifted you with a potion of healing or a flask of acid, and you get to choose between the two.
What was 22?
No, you get to choose between the two. Either a health potion
Oh.
or a acid flask.
I don't care. Wouldn't this have been years ago? Would I still have this?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Alright, yeah, because I'm an anthropologist. Sure, let's make it a health potion.
Okay. A potion of healing. So we are now on the 2, to 5th event.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this is 5.
52. You spent time working in a job related to your background. You get an extra 2d6 gold.
$10 gold.
Okay. Let's see what the 6th event is. You met someone important. And I will flesh out that NPC later. Number 7. 88. You were in another battle. Roll a d12.
Battle hardened.
You were badly injured in the fight, and you still bear the awful scars of those wounds.
I really had it coming to me. I mean,
We're on event 9 now?
8.
8. Okay. 40. You made an enemy of an adventurer. Roll a d6 to see who was to blame.
It was me.
You are to blame for the rift. And then,
Enemy made. My bad.
and then I will make them later. Event 9.
Name them Bob.
But Bob is so helpful.
Bobicus was very helpful.
Bobicus is no longer around, unfortunately.
Oh,
47. You made a friend of an adventurer.
was it my enemy's enemy?
I will make them later.
Nah.
Okay, so on to 10. The 10th event. 72. You met someone important. Someone else I'll make later. One last event. 48. You made another friend.
You made so many friends.
I'm friendly.
Does she keep this one?
Okay. That is all the what'd you do beforehand. Let's see what some random rolls for a monk are.
Really quick, Worm, are we all
Yes.
going to be rolling our backstories, or are the rest of us just filling it in from stuff?
If you want, sure. We don't have to.
Okay.
And I'm aware of the time. I don't think we can go this in depth with everybody, but we'll see.
Mhm.
Okay.
I picked out all mine. I did my or not my backstory, but everything else.
Cool. Perfectly fine. Roll a d6, Wormat, to see what kind of monastery you were in. 2. Your monastery is high in the branches of an immense tree in the Feywild.
Cool.
Roll a d6 to see what your monastic icon is. An owl bear. The monks of your monastery revere a family of owl bears and have coexisted with them for generations.
They do seem kind of cuddly.
And roll a d6 to see what your master was like. Your master was kind and generous, never critical of your progress. Nevertheless, you feel you never fully lived up to the expectations placed on you. So that is Nesta Green Hollow's backstory. Does anyone else want to roll on their class and or backstory event?
Yeah, I'd be up for it.
Okay, you are a warlock.
Yes, sir.
So let's start off with the warlock traits, and then we'll go back. Okay, so a d6 to see what your patron's attitude is. You are mostly left to your own devices with no interference from your patron. Sometimes you dread the demands it will make when it does appear.
Okay.
And then d6 to see what the special term is. When directed, you must take immediate action against a specific enemy of your patron.
Okay.
A d6 to see what kind of binding mark was left on you. Is that a 2?
Yep.
Every time you wake up, the small blemish on your face appears in a different place.
Mole, 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 mole.
I was gonna say that sounds like adult.
Okay, that sounds like the what's the name of Nottingham?
Yeah.
Prince John.
Prince John from
Yeah.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Okay. Let's roll the D100 to see if you know your parents.
Do you? But do you ever really know anyone?
You do. You know who your parents are or were.
Okay.
Roll a D100 to see what your birthplace was. 81.
What?
Oh, wait, no, that was...
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
21.
21. Okay. Home. You were born at home.
That makes sense. Limbo is a large place.
Actually, the Gith are not born in Limbo.
Oh, I thought they were.
Time doesn't pass in Limbo.
Ah,
So they have to be born elsewhere, then grow to adulthood, then go
that's
home.
right. I forgot about that.
Man, that means you would be pregnant forever, which sounds like the worst thing ever.
Man.
Roll a d10 to figure out your number of siblings. 1. You have no siblings.
Okay.
Roll a d100 to see who raised you. 27. An adopted family. Of either the same or different race.
Interesting.
3d6.
What if he was left by his parents to grow until the time to go back and something happened? They just never came back.
Exactly. Roll 3d6 to find out. Squalid. Okay, so for your childhood home, you're going to roll d100 minus 20. $44. An apartment in a rundown neighborhood.
So, okay.
So for your childhood memories, it'll be 3d6 plus your charisma modifier.
6 plus, that should be
13. I had several friends, and my childhood was generally a happy one. What is your background?
good question. Haven't looked at that yet.
Okay. Do you want to roll the d14 that Wyrmet did?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So is it /1d14?
roll 1d14.
14. 7.
7. Entertainer.
Interesting.
Let's see why you roll the d6 to see why you became an entertainer. I ran away from home to follow a minstrel troupe.
Huh.
I can see it.
Yeah.
One day, you got into a big fight, yelled, "You're not my real parents," and ran out.
You're not my real mom.
Okay.
That's why he became a warlock. He's trying to figure out a way to open a gate back to Limbo.
Well, let's roll a d6 and see why you became a warlock.
Okay.
He's a
1d6.
bard warlock. 5. My future patron visited me in my dreams and offered great power in exchange for my service.
Okay, makes sense.
Roll a d100 to see what your current age is.
We didn't do that for my age.
Because you're an elf.
Fine.
And elves are just stupidly long living. 41 to 50 years old, roll a d8 to see how many life events you have. 3! Okay. D100. See what event number 1 is. 33. You made an enemy of an adventurer. Roll 1d6.
Ooh.
See if you are to blame or not. 6. You are not to blame. Roll D100 for event number 2. 66.
6.
You spent time working in a job related to your background. Start the game with an extra 2d6 gold pieces.
Ooh.
The number of the bees.
Working as a minstrel. Okay. And how much was it?
2d6.
Okay.
I was looking for stock photos for my character, and there is a shockingly large overlap of questionably pornographic images.
I can't imagine. All right. Did we have one left?
Yes, one more event. 64 is the same thing.
Bah. Guess I work a lot. No.
You worked quite a bit. 58 would also be the same thing.
Wow. Okay.
So it
one
really
more.
just...
We'll try one more. If it's the same
Okay.
again, we'll just go with he works a lot.
28. You fell in love or got married.
Then she died.
Balderdash.
Do you want to do rolling for your personality traits and everything as an entertainer?
Sure.
Okay.
It's kind of ironic considering playing a bard as well.
You are proficient in acrobatics and performance.
Okay.
You have a tool proficiency in disguise kit and one type of musical instrument.
A tool proficiency.
Yep, those are your tool proficiencies.
Okay, what was the first? Sorry, what was
I
first?
need to grow up.
A disguise kit.
I'm just gonna put a small sampling of what I'm talking about.
Is that charisma?
Disguise kit. That is. So, if you look
Oh
on your
my.
sheet,
Yeah, under tool. I've
Oh.
got this kit.
boy, yeah. I'm not sure what the attribute is off the top of my head.
Okay.
I will look it up at some point.
Okay, no problem. And then what was the other thing?
A one type of musical instrument. And we can go over later what musical instruments they have.
Okay, sounds good.
It's a tuba. It's a tuba named Francesca.
Your equipment is you get a musical instrument,
Okay.
the favor of an admirer, so like a love letter, lock of hair, or trinket, a costume, and a belt pouch containing 15 gold pieces.
Actually, it's a trombone. It's a trombone.
Sorry, it was a
named
musical instrument.
Francesca.
What's the second one?
The favor of an admirer,
Okay. Third.
and a costume, and a
Okay.
belt pouch with 15 gold in it.
Right.
Your feature is by popular demand. You could always find a place to perform, usually in an inner tavern, but possibly with a circus, at a theater, or even in a noble's court. At such a place, you receive free lodging and food of a modest or comfortable standard, as long as you perform each night.
Interesting.
In addition, your performance makes you something of a local figure. When strangers recognize you in a town where you have performed, they typically take a liking to you.
Huh.
A D8 for your personality trait. 1. I know a story relevant to almost every situation. A D6 for your ideal. 4 is greed. I'm only in it for the money and fame.
Ooh, bitter. Very bitter.
D6 for your bond. 6. I would do anything for the other members of my old troupe.
But I won't do that.
Except he will. He will do that. And then never admit for decades what that is.
We'll never know.
Are we quoting a Meatloaf song now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Just
It's an
checking.
musical instrument. I love.
And then D6 for your flaw.
It's one of my favorite lines from Love Actually, is that like Meatloaf got laid at least once.
Despite my best efforts, I am unreliable to my friends.
So my best efforts, I'm unreliable.
To your friends.
I'll be there for them, but I won't be reliable.
You're just not good at it.
You try.
I
You're
assume
that friend.
I assume your greed gets in the way of being reliable.
Yeah, this really isn't helping my money situation.
You're the opposite of Rarity. She's the spirit of generosity.
I'll be there unless it costs me too much money.
Good boundary.
Okay. I assume that Echo and I still can't. I don't remember the pronunciation anymore.
Leoden.
Liaden, yes. I will get there. Echo and Liaden, I assume you guys are okay without any of those roles?
Yeah, I mean, if there's time at the end, I would be happy to roll up some like backstory stuff.
Sure.
But I just took the Outlander backstory, went ahead and rolled up the personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. And I'm adding in, I'm assuming just the standard starter equipment.
Yes, for your class. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Nosi, would you like to do any of the rolling?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, what background are you?
Well, I went
You're
for
what, Arya?
What? Oh yes, Arya. Sorry. I picked the name. I don't remember.
It looks like you might not have a background picked.
No, I didn't pick that yet.
Okay. Would you like to roll on the D14?
Yes, let's see. Starter. Do. I just need one.
Hey, we always have to have open backed on our hooded dresses.
I like that dress. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I don't know how I would get in it.
How do I do
Or
the
tie
custom?
\roll space 1D14.
\roll space
1D14.
14.
6.
Oh my gosh, I'm so in a rabbit hole.
Since I started from the top both times and everyone's rolled fairly low, I'm going to start from the bottom, counting for your 6th. So you're going to be an inheritor.
Ooh. What's that mean? I got a lot of money from a dead relative? I'm kidding.
I think that is what it means.
I'm not sure how this Christmas elf duvet cover came up in my search.
Are you
But
looking
this-
for a...
Yes. Inheritor.
Oh my gosh, this cracks me up. Take a look at this one.
Okay. You are the heir to something of great value, not mere coin or wealth, but an object that has been entrusted to you and you alone. Your
Don't lose it.
inheritance might have come directly to you from a member of your family by right of birth, or it could have been left to you by a friend, a mentor, a teacher, or someone else important in your life. The revelation of your inheritance changed your life, and it might have set you on the path to adventure, but it could also come with many dangers, including those who covet your gift and want to take it from you, by force if need be. So you are proficient in survival, and then you get to pick either Arcana, History, or Religion.
Proficient in survival, and then, let's see, Arcana, what was it?
History or Religion.
Let's do...
That is a bizarre...
I thought that was
That's
so
it.
funny.
History.
We're not getting that. Oh, good. It only comes in single or double. It would be way too small for our bet. So you're going to be history. Wonderful. You get to choose to be proficient in either a gaming set or a musical instrument.
Ooh, gaming set. I'm a rogue. Let's play, like, the cups or something.
The cup game.
The cup game. Oh my god, this is a horrible, horrible bed set.
Isn't that so funny?
It's terrifying. I would not be able to wake up to that every day.
Cumbered.
You get to speak a language of your choice. And
Okay,
then...
language of my choice.
I'm just going to throw in chat what your equipment is. So, you have a feature of inheritance. And we are going to randomly determine your inheritance from among the possibilities in the table below. And we will come up with, at some point, why your inheritance is so important and what its full story is. So roll a d8 to see what your inheritance is.
But just
Did I change my character icon?
got 30 more.
Edit that.
7. A written story, song, poem, or secret.
A written story, song, poem, or secret. Can the poem be from Stormhunter?
We'll come up with something.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Let's see. I'm gonna just put my inheritance as a poem. No, maybe it should be a book. It should be a book. Wait, was that one of the options? A story, I
A
guess.
written story, song, poem, or secret.
Let's go with the secret.
Okay. So it tells me to use the folk hero to get your personality traits and such. So roll the d8 for your personality trait. 7.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought
That's
that
right.
other one was for the inheritance thing.
so your personality trait is thinking is for other people. I prefer action.
That's amazing. Where does that go? Let's see.
So
Okay.
does the icon thing, is that something that you do, Worm?
What icon thing?
The
The
picture
character
icon
icon?
thing? Character icon?
Oh,
Is that
like the
something I
tokens?
upload? Yeah.
I will make a token for you later.
As
Just
well as-
show me a picture.
I know we were able to add it to the bio as well. Did you add that last time?
I will get all of that sorted.
Okay.
Okay.
no problem.
Roll the d6 for your ideal. That'd be for nosy. 1.
Yep.
People deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. Your ideal in a single word is respect. A d6
Okay.
for your bond. Hey, we've got 9 people watching. That is wonderful.
Hi, people.
I like bondage. Anyway.
Your bond is, I have a family, but I've no idea where they are. One day, I hope to see them again.
Bond. I have a family. Okay.
And the flaw, 1d6. You just love rolling 1s on your 1d6.
Yes, she seeks it out.
The tyrant who rules my land will stop at nothing to see me killed.
Ooh.
Wow, that's so. Ugh. That's bad. I hope it's not Strahd.
It is not Strahd.
I know, I'm just
Sin
saying.
bitch.
Strahd is at least currently dead.
Currently.
For now.
Well, he was dead when we got there.
That is true.
He was undead when you got there.
Undead, undead, undead.
Now he's re-dead.
Now he's re-dead. Okay. So let's see what Xanathar has for rogues to roll. Roll a d6 for your guilty pleasure.
Ooh. I bet you it's something silly, like Wheaties, grape nuts. You said a D6, right?
Yep, and you rolled
What
another
the
one.
What the fuck?
What?
Just try rolling one more time. See if you get another one. There we go. So I will let you pick. Do you want to take a 1 or a 4 for your guilty pleasure?
Let's go with 1. I'm really curious.
Large gems.
Ooh. I'm rarity. I'm turning into rarity.
A d6 for your adversaries.
Is it large gems? No. I'm kidding.
The master of the local thieves guild who wants you to join the organization or leave town. By the way, we are starting in the town of Baldur's Gate. Just to let you guys know.
Interesting.
Oh, Balder.
And
Who
then
wants me to join? Okay.
or leave town. And then a
I'll leave
D6
town.
for
Screw
your
you.
benefactor. 5. A dragon didn't eat you when it had a chance, and in return, you promised to set aside choice pieces of treasure for it.
I told you there was a dragon.
There is a dragon in your backstory. Okay. Let's get into a little bit of the game for a bit, and then maybe come back to backstories either now or some other time. Sound good, guys?
Yeah. Quick question. Are
Yes.
we starting with our starting currency as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I still need to roll 2 more 2d6 for my currency. Because I had extra.
Yes.
10 more.
The cleric starting goal just says randomized 5d4 times 10. Does that sound correct for you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be one or the other, but you guys have been adventurers for a little bit, so I'm perfectly fine with giving you both.
Oh.
Also, because of how ridiculously huge of an issue money to buy things with was in Curse of Strahd.
Oh my god, we were not able to buy anything until the last,
Yeah, that was ridiculous. So.
Okay, so gold.
So you guys are starting in Baldur's Gate
Okay.
on the Sword Coast. As I said, you guys have been adventurers for a while. For the past several days, the talk of the streets and taverns has all been about the so-called Death Curse, a wasting disease afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding towards the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised. And neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received that miracle in the past. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain a curse that has affected the entire region and possibly the entire world.
Oh. Dire Panther, no.
So, that's kind of the background of where you guys start.
Interesting.
Cool. This is going to be great. I look forward to our second and third character roll-ups.
Nobody die!
We can make no promises in this month.
It will be very hard to permanently die in this game.
Oh.
Is that a challenge?
No,
Challenge accepted.
because you can do it. It's just it's hard. It's not as hard as it normally is. And I'm not going to run this as a meat grinder because that rule is stupid. Basically, if I wanted to make this all the harder for you guys, death saving throws no longer succeed on 10 or higher. They succeed on 15 or higher.
That is rude
That
and
would
unacceptable.
be really.
That's just me.
Right? That's why we're not doing it.
Screw you, game makers.
You mean Chris Perkins, Mike Merles, Jeremy Crawford?
Well, I wouldn't say it to their face. I say it behind their back. Like any of them listen to this Twitch cast.
True.
But if you do, Chris Perkins, you're my favorite.
So, Chris Perkins is the one who's most involved in making this.
Good.
Well, Chris Perkins, I think you're an amazing DM, and I think that rule particularly blows.
All right, I have most of a character.
Wonderful. I think everyone has most of a character.
I even found a non-pornographic image to use.
Woohoo! So,
Well, mostly. I mean,
you-
there's a slight imagination, but
are you going to be a female this time?
I rolled for it, yes.
Okay. Let's kind of talk about what we have for characters. Let's start with Meg, because I think she has the most complete character.
Sure. I am playing Echo, who is a changeling trickery cleric. Changelings are a newer race I'm really excited to try out from one of the newer books. And she can change her appearance to any other, basically medium bipedal humanoid in an action. So she will have a couple of different faces that she will be utilizing throughout her time. Currently, in her kind of normal state, she's very just pale, like silver white hair, white eyes, super pale skin, very light.
I've got the photo up right here.
Perfect. She is a cleric that worships the Traveler, who is the god of the majority of the changelings in the D&D world. And she's a little trickster, but kind of neutral, mostly neutral leaning in terms of her alignment. Or they actually, her gender's kind of a thing and not a very important thing in changelings. It's just another feature that they change. I'll probably be using mostly female presenting characters for her, but occasionally that could change, so we'll just see how I'm feeling that day.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's a outlander. Let's see her traits. She has a lesson for every situation, drawn from observing nature. She picks things up and breaks them
After fiddling them with them.
Yep. The natural world is more important than the constructs of civilization. She's very connected to her family and tribe, and there's no room for caution in a life lived to the fullest. So
I think that's going to be a really awesome character for the jungles of Chult.
yeah, that's going to be great. So that is Echo.
Excellent. And the one I'm still not comfortable pronouncing.
I am Liaden Yesra, and I am an Eladrin ranger. I almost said a rogue. I played a rogue long. An Eladrin ranger.
That is the token, real quick.
With a haunted one background.
Oh.
Which I don't talk about the thing that torments me. I'd rather not burden others with my curse.
You also don't run from evil. Evil runs from you.
Correct. I'll stop the spirits that haunt me, or I'll die trying. All of my torment drove away the person that I love, and I'm striving to win back that love I've lost. I always assume the worst of people, which is probably clearly a part of why I lost that relationship.
You were so damaged. I love it.
Yeah, very, very damaged. In fact, I should have seasons, but I stay only in winter season, and that does not change.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with Elgin. Elgin, let's talk a bit about you.
Yes.
You're a Gith warlock.
Yes, Githzerai specifically,
A
not those
Githzerai.
barbaric Githyanki. Elgin was brought to the realms to age up to proper time before going back to Limbo, and he was too young to remember, but an accident caused him to become separated from the location that he was supposed to be picked up from. And he wandered until he found his adoptive parents, Baldur's Gate, nearby. Decided to leave home and become a minstrel, but his wanderings also found the tome that led him to his ties to one of the old ones.
Oh, you're going to do the great old ones.
Yes, trying to use that power to further his own wealth as well as finding a way home.
Oh, that's
Just-
amazing.
Just to figure out more about what he's supposed to be, since he's never grown up with other Gith.
Yes, and the best part about you picking the great old ones is you are very essentially turning your back on the Gith.
Which he has no idea, because he was too young to remember.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love it. You guys have awesome characters. Not that you didn't last time. Arya. Let's talk about Arya for a little bit.
Well, now that she's got that whole dragon thing, I'm like, oh crap.
And the
I was-
-1 constitution.
Yeah. Well, basically, since she definitely has an issue with the people in her, well, with the Thieves Guild in her town, it's kind of hard to be a rogue, which she's always just kind of done to, like, you know, keep herself going and protect herself. And she obviously got in over her head by doing something to piss off a dragon, and the dragon was like, I won't eat you if you steal stuff and bring it to me. So that's where I am right now.
Did you add in the modifiers for being a high elf?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
I made that decision while we were setting up and didn't have the book up.
Okay, I will let you know what they are real quick. I'm almost there. So you get +2 to your dexterity and +1 to your intelligence.
Okay, give me just a sec.
Super Dex, 19.
Yeah.
That's crazy good, especially since you're a rogue.
Good job doing your yoga.
Yeah.
So let's
So
talk
I'm
a
not
little
like-
about. Oh,
Not very smart, but well, I'm
at
okay.
a 14
I'm not very
intelligence,
wise. I'm not wise. I
You're-
snuck into a dragon's den.
You are above average in wise. You
You're
are
brand new.
quite intelligent.
Just don't hit me with anything.
Give her a hammer. Watch her drop it. 7 hit points. Ouch.
Yeah, don't sneeze on me.
Oh, that reminds me of Bryn. Aw,
Poor
fallen
Bryn.
comrade
Sad Bryn.
R.I.P.
Ormet, what do you have about Nesta Greenhollow?
Man, so she was sorted into Ravenclaw, and really just had one of those, what she would know as typical until she went out into the world, raising family. Oh man, I think she was born in the headquarters of a secret organization, much like Eureka, where it was just people coming together doing their experiments, but then was like, man, I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand. I need to know who I am. Where am I in this world? Then she went out and made some friends, some enemies. We got some battle wounds. There was that one thing with murder, but you know that was a typo.
All that prison time.
And then, when did you decide to become an anthropologist and study various folk?
Well, that was trying to find my place in the world. I came across this this monastery. It was a big tree house. It was a misunderstanding at first, but then I got down on it. And my master, man, he was really good. I was like the daughter he never had.
Aww. And then you met some violent halflings and hung out with them for probably a couple of decades since you're an elf.
Yeah.
Is that like in what's that movie? Time. Oh no! It's got all the little violent half elves who go around.
Time Bandits?
Yes, thank you.
I was
I
thinking.
was thinking Gremlins.
I was thinking like the halflings of either Eberron or Dark Sun, where they're either dragon or dinosaur riding nomads or jungle dwelling cannibals.
Nice.
So yeah, and then you guys have lived your various lives and have all come together in Baldur's Gate and decided to form an adventuring band.
As you do.
I imagine the way it started was you guys had a couple of jobs where you wanted to take and then realized you couldn't do it on your own. So you kind of clumped up into a group that way. And we're
Makes
just
sense.
kind of like, hey, we consistently do better together. Let's be together.
Let's get
Cue
together.
Jack Johnson.
Yeah. Why
They
not?
needed a thief who wasn't part of the thieving guild.
We do have a rogue this time. After
Yeah.
Woo!
I keep having that new Star Trek reboot Kirk line. It means you have a talented tongue. Like,
Ooh.
yes.
Okay.
Kirk is such a dick.
So fun thing that I learned, if you go through the original series, Kirk really isn't a womanizer.
It's true.
He's had several long-term monogamous relationships prior to the show, but most of his womanizing is either he's under the influence of something, the woman is under the influence of something, or he is seducing her for some tactical advantage.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes.
I've read a couple of the well, I've read more than a couple dozen of the books from the original series. And
Spock must die.
Spock Must Die is my favorite, and I have one signed by Leonard Nimoy.
Aw.
Rip.
Wonderful.
Oh, he rolled his eyes at me so bad when I handed him that. But he his character was actually like super popular in all the books and stuff with women. They were always trying to get him to go into premature Ponfar.
Of course. Why wouldn't you? I mean, that's my main goal with Vulcan.
Sexy, sexy space elves.
Do you know how many times he Ponfar before he was supposed to Ponfar? Good grief.
Well, it depends. Which section of the bookstore did you get it from?
Science fiction.
Then not too many times, I imagine.
Actually, it's like every other book, I swear.
Oh, so they were misshelved. Okay.
And there's one that's set in a musical where he has to get he has to reconnect with his fiance, who's mentioned once in the original series, but she's been kidnapped by these people that are holding him hostage.
Not
It's
kidnapped.
terrible. No, kidnapped.
Why would you be kidnapped?
Oh, she actually
Wow.
wasn't an adult yet because she hadn't had her first Ponfar, so technically she was a kid.
What do you think a red shirt smells like?
What? What smells like?
Red shirt.
Red
Oh,
shirt?
I see that.
Fear.
Oh, it says apple, lemon, lime, and rosemary with middle notes of ginger, lavender, water notes, fruity notes, star anise, and base notes of amber, cedar, leather, tonka bean, and musk. So this red shirt one is actually death for me.
It has both of the things you're allergic to in it. That Ponfar, you would also not like. Top notes are nectarine, white violet, and orchid. Middle notes are Egyptian jasmine, marabelle, and vanilla. Base notes are patchouli, musk, and sandalwood.
Oh, that's close to the type
Well-
one.
Patchouli,
All
musk,
right.
and sandalwood are like the base of most perfumes. You can't even tell they're there.
That is true. One of my favorites does have a patchouli base that smells nothing like patchouli. All right, where are we going with this before I digress?
Yeah.
Star Trek perfumes.
Yeah,
So it is definitely too late to start the game, which I figured. So if we want, we can go through more background rolling stuff. And I suppose people can leave early if they don't want to participate in that, or hang around for the next, it's going to be about 20-25 minutes that we're doing this.
Cool.
Cool. I'm still
Anybody
trying to
have
find
any-
a character photo.
Anybody have any preferences for the other two languages that I take?
I speak Infernal, Elvish, Deep Speech, and Common.
Draconic.
I
Draconic
have
is always a good
Draconic should
choice.
have at least some languages.
I have Abyssal.
I probably have Draconic though because I hung out with dragons.
Oh, right.
Nerd, you have what?
Abyssal, Elvish, and Infernal.
So we're good for any demons or devils that come about. Multiple people can talk to them.
Yep. That was on purpose for me.
Georgie, stop.
One of the ones that would make sense for you, Worm, would be Sylvan. The language of the Feywild.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which would be weird if the Wood Elf can speak Sylvan, but the Eladrin can't. But I like it.
Well, the Eladrin was very interested in being able to speak the languages of her enemies.
Sure.
There.
Okay, so, Meg, let's go with you.
Okay.
And roll some things for Echo.
All right.
Echo is a cleric, so why did you become a cleric?
Let's find out.
What is your background again?
Outlander.
Outlander, okay. So we'll do that as well. But let's actually start with some of the cleric roles. So, let's find out about your temple with a d6.
Okay.
4.
Heck.
No. We're going to re-roll that because that so doesn't fit.
No.
Acolytes of several like-minded deities all received instruction together in your temple. I think that kind of fits.
Sure.
Number 4 is your temple is a fortress and a proving ground that trains warrior priests. I was just like, that so doesn't sound like anything that I understand about the Traveler.
Yeah.
Roll a d6 for your keepsake.
Okay.
1. The finger bone of a saint.
Sure.
And a
Man,
d6,
and all I got was this dumb shirt.
a d6 for your
You're the one
secret.
You almost pulled yourself on today.
When early next?
A d6 for your secret. An imp offers you counsel. You try to ignore the creature, but sometimes its advice is helpful. That's a wonderful secret.
That is a wonderful secret.
Yeah, it is kind of great.
I'm gonna drop off just because I have a very pushy cat in my face trying to eat the mic.
Okay. If we want to roll with you, we'll do that at some other time. Okay, and then roll a D100 to see if you know your parents.
Ma,
You do. A D100 to find your birthplace.
Okay.
21. You were born at home. D10 for your siblings.
And I'm back. Ugh, cats.
So roll 1d3.
How do you do the...
/ roll space 1d3, or just roll a d6 and take half. 1. You have one sibling. Roll 2d6 to figure out the birth order.
I didn't do birth order for mine.
Because you have so many, we're going to do that later.
Ma.
Your sibling is younger than you are. Roll a d100 to see who raised you. An orphanage.
Oh, dang.
You were raised in an orphanage.
That's harsh, yeah.
And then roll a d4 to see why your parents are absent. 1. They died.
Oh, man.
Only death shall part us.
Classic.
Parents.
So it says to roll on the
On the sadness table to see how sad their death was.
the cause of death supplemental table.
Sadness table.
Superhero, Disney princess.
Eaten by my dragon friend.
The imp that gives him random advice.
Okay, it's a 1d12. And I hope you get 12.
Aw.
10. Your parents were consumed by a monster.
They were eaten by my dragon friend.
Oh no.
What was number 12?
12 is bizarre event, such as being hit by a meteorite, struck down by an angry god, or killed by a hatching slod egg.
I am sad that I didn't get 12.
Yeah, you could have, like, James and the Giant Peached that. They were killed by a rampaging rhinoceros. What?
Okay, let's roll a 3d6 plus your charisma modifier to see what your childhood memories are.
Is childhood
That's not
amnesia on there?
3d6.
I put in 3.
I see that. Oh, 3 or lower is great. Okay, 13. I had several friends, and my childhood was generally a happy one at the orphanage. So roll a d6 to see why you became an outlander. Two. From a young age, I couldn't abide the stink of the cities and preferred to spend my time in nature. There we go. That's where the hate for the orphanage comes in.
There we go.
Mhm.
And then a D6 to figure out why you became a cleric. A supernatural being in service to the gods called me to become a divine agent in the world.
Sure.
Okay. Do you have an age set for Echo?
I think I said 20.
26, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll a D100 to possibly change that age, or are you good with 26?
Sure, I'll roll. See.
Okay. Roll D100. 32 gives
that's
you
better.
21 to 30 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was right then there. 26.
Okay. Roll 1d4 for life events. 1. You have 1 life event. Roll D100. See what your life event is.
Dun, 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 dun.
45. You made a friend of an adventurer. It's so many NPCs to make for this game now. It's crazy. Yeah, that's everything.
Cool.
I just want my dragon friend. Can we name him Spike?
Probably not.
Bummer.
Drusilla?
Yes.
Would you like to roll for your background stuff?
Why not?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I have to eject a feline from my lap. Here you
Oh,
go,
you're
Kane.
Georgie.
You get him.
Oh, I think we've done at least part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can call him Spike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
I put notes in on stuff, so just to. Oh,
Yep.
you are controlling my sheet. I
Mwahaha.
was copying and pasting.
Roll D100 to see if you know your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Roll
And what
D100.
do they think of my life choices?
See where you were born. 76. You were born at a temple.
Ooh.
78 is a battlefield. But my favorite is probably 85, where you were born in a sewer or a rubbish heap.
Oh,
Wow.
I want to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Roll a d10 for your siblings. See how prolific your elven family was. Roll
Do I have
1d6 plus 2. Yes, you have 8 siblings.
Oh,
Oh
dang.
my goodness.
We are not going to figure out the birth order right now.
That's
roll,
okay. It doesn't matter. I ran away.
Thank you about that.
Roll D100 to figure out who raised you.
Okay. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Ignore that.
69.
69.
A single mother or stepmother raised you. 3d6 to find out her lifestyle.
Her
Lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Yep. 16 was you were wealthy.
Well, I'm an inheritor.
So roll 1d100 plus 20.
Oops. Whoa. There we go.
I have the Space Jam soundtrack stuck in my head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
106. You grew up in a mansion. Roll 3d6 plus your charisma modifier, please.
I am turning into the character from that Disenchanted show. What am I supposed to roll again?
3d6 plus your charisma modifier.
6. Charisma.
Let's see, your charisma
Was
modifier is
not good.
1.
1. Yep.
Hey, it is the third highest modifier you have. Don't knock it. 13. You had several friends, and your childhood was generally a happy one.
Oh, so I'm just rebelling from normal society or rich society.
Let's see why you became a rogue. Roll the d6. Four. I decided to turn my natural lucky streak into the basis of a career, though I still realize that improving my skills is essential.
Okay, so that's why I'm like not joining the Thieves Guild, and those guys can go fuck themselves.
Why you had a run-in with a dragon.
Yeah.
And then 1d12 for your life events.
Okay. 1d12.
12. You have 12 life events.
Oh my
man.
god.
It's been a
Roll d100.
adventuresome life.
Well, I mean, like, as an elf, you're over 120 years old.
Yeah.
At minimum.
Had a lot of time to do stuff.
71. You met someone important. Roll
That
for
would be a
number
dragon.
2.
Maybe that someone was me.
Ooh, yeah, it could be.
5. You suffered a tragedy. Roll on the tragedies table. Roll a d12. See, Meg, I would assume that the tragedies table is the table of crying.
Yeah.
3. A friendship ended bitterly, and the other person is now hostile to you. The cause might have been a misunderstanding, or something you or the former friend did.
Bum bum bum.
Must be the leader
Tragedy.
of the Thieves Guild.
Okay, let's see what event number 3 is. Let's get us a quarter of the way through. 35. You made an enemy of an adventurer. Roll a d6. 4. You are blameless. Event number
Okay.
4.
They don't think so, but you do.
You made an enemy of an adventurer.
Jeez.
Roll a d6.
Give me 1 sec. Okay, D6. What? This system is broken. I'll just put a ×2 by this one. 3 and 4. Apparently, I just rub people the wrong way.
Some people do that.
What's event number 5? 58. You spent time working in a job related to your background. Start the game with an extra 2d6 gold.
Ooh.
I don't know what job an inheritor would work in.
Obviously, inheriting stuff.
Like interest.
No, antique shop? I know there's a lot of people who do that.
Okay.
I don't know. Wine steward person?
I don't think an inheritor would go into the service industry, but
What's
Weirder
the,
things
Wine
happen.
broker person?
what,
I've got a
what's
lot of
the
wine.
6th event? 38. You made an enemy of an adventurer. Roll a d6.
What the heck?
Why do you make so many enemies? Oh my god.
You are blameless yet again.
we might need to work on your social skills.
Oh my
the
God.
7th event? 6. Okay, you suffered a tragedy. Roll on the tragedies table. Roll a
I don't
d12,
want to.
please.
Oh my God. What is a D12? I was laughing too hard. I couldn't hear you.
Yes, it is a d12. 9. You did something that brought terrible shame to you in the eyes of your family. You might have been involved in a scandal, dabbled in dark magic, or offended someone important. The attitude
Pissed
of
off a bunch of adventurers.
the attitude of your family members toward you becomes indifferent at best, though they may eventually forgive you.
Okay.
It depends if they want to be in the will or not.
We're on event number 7, I believe. 29. You
Yes.
fell in love or got married.
Oh, actually, this is number 8. Okay.
8?
Fell in love.
Okay. It's number 9. You fell in love or got married. If you got this result more than once, you can choose to have a child instead.
Nah.
Careful.
I want multiple
die.
marriages. That sounds awesome.
They don't always die.
Mine do.
Event number 10. Or, yeah, 10.
Yeah, 10.
65.
Wait, didn't I get that once already?
You spent some time working in a job related to your background. Start the
I
game
did.
with an extra 2d6 gold.
How many life events do you have?
12.
Oh, jeez.
So we've got 2 more.
Damnable elves.
16. You gained a bit of good fortune. Roll on the boons table. So it's going to be a 1d10.
Okay.
6. You found something interesting. You gain 1 trinket. So roll 1d100, and we will find out what your trinket is.
No, these trinkets are crap.
It is not a gothic trinket. We're not
It's
in
like-
Barovia.
It's like Oriental trading quality.
Hey, some of those things are cool. I've got like a set of Dragon Balls.
True.
Is this
41.
like Rocky Mountain oysters?
Oh my.
A scrap from an old banner.
See? Crap.
It wasn't crap in the episode of My Little Pony where Rarity got to rehab the original banners from the Castle of the Sisters.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Yeah, anyway. Okay, next.
Last event. Event number 12.
Okay.
67. You spent time working in a job related to your background. You start the game with an extra 2d6.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't
Okay.
you roll a 6d6 to see how much extra gold you got? Because you're a baller. 17. Okay.
Dire Panther, don't.
So 17 extra gold.
Yes. And this brings us to almost exactly time. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is the most fun I've ever had at character creation.
I'm going to come back with a list of adventurers I've accidentally wronged.
I have a lot of NPCs to make. Okay.